morning, everyone. Today, my guest is Mikayla. Mikayla joined us for how long now?
I joined in January.
So about more than half year.
Yeah.
And you moved from?
Yeah, I moved from Perth.
From Perth.
Yeah.
How long you been doing CrossFit?
I started CrossFit in August last year.
So basically just a year. Just over a year.
Yeah.
How do you find CrossFit?
I feel like it has really helped my mental strength to push through some really challenging things at my work, but also it's allowed me to be comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, even with ways that you might move your body sometimes used to feel really uncomfortable for me, but I think it's just helped me get used to new things.
Awesome. Yeah. So the reason I want to do an interview with Mikayla is she had a journey of her own weight loss and also get over her mental block. So Mikayla, since you doing CrossFit to now, how much you have lost?
I've lost 52 kilos.
52 kilograms.
Since August the 15th last year.
So you decide to do CrossFit to lose weight, can I say like that?
Yeah. So I went to the doctor and I just said to him, I need help to lose weight. I was quite overweight and I was really probably unhealthy at the time. And I also was at risk of things like diabetes given my Aboriginal heritage and things like that. So I had to make quite a few changes to improve my situation at the time. And one of them was to join some kind of fitness, and I chose CrossFit. And then I also made some really big changes with my nutrition. So I cut out all sugar, all carbs, not even eating things like sweet potato or potato.
No sugar, no
carbs. But I soon realised I needed some carbs to fuel my body. So I introduced things like sweet potato within a couple of months. And I've just tried to maintain that for about a year now.
Wow.
Yeah.
My question is, to what point you feel like I really have to do something about my body? I can't just sit where I was. Like, what triggers you to that change?
I was just so unhappy all the time, and I remember I dressed up for a ball and my dress was beautiful, my makeup and my hair was beautiful, but I just felt so horrible about myself. And I remember thinking, I don't want to keep doing this, and there was things that I wouldn't do because of my weight. Like I would never fly on an airplane because the seatbelt wouldn't fit, or like I'd be too anxious about worrying if things fit me or if I'd break a chair if I sat on it. And I just thought, like, I just actually can't keep living my life like this. So even now I still get really shocked when like I fly home to Perth and the seatbelt fits me, or I go to the shops and I put on a pair of pants and they fit the first time, so I still get used to what that feels
this
like.
New you. Yeah. Amazing.
And you'll notice if you see me at the gym, I always wear a lot of baggy clothes because I'm still getting used to the size of my body, I think, and how, I guess, feeling comfortable with what it looks like now.
I want to say amazing. 52 kilograms in 1 year. How do you feel with 52 kilograms out of your body? Lighter.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
So much lighter. Burpees are like a whole new movement now. I think, like, I ran here the other day and I just thought, I remember the first time I ran last year and I could just feel how heavy I was. I felt every part of my body, whereas I was running here the other day and I thought, this just feels so easy now. I'm not a good runner, but it just feels a lot lighter.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So there's a common, I think, a misunderstanding. People feel they have to somehow lose some weight, get somehow fit before they can start doing CrossFit. What's your perspective in this, and what's your experience?
I think you just got to start where you are, and we're all worrying about what other people think about us, but I never look at somebody else in the gym and think, oh, look at them. Like I'm always worrying about myself. And I think, well, for me, like, it just got to a point where I couldn't not do anything. So I had like the push obviously from the doctor and things like that. But it's a loving choice that you have to make for yourself, and I guess no one can do that for you. Like I had people encouraging me to go for walks and things like that, but it wasn't until I decided that I wanted better for myself.
That's right. Take the control and take the action.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think no matter it's CrossFit, like you said, or walking, or cycling, or hiking, whatever the exercise modality is, you need to take action, start doing something. Otherwise, change will never happen.
Yeah, and it was really good because when I moved to Adelaide, I moved on my own and I didn't know anybody here, and I joined the gym within like 2 days. And I remember Maple, it was you I spoke to on the phone, and it got to a point where like if I didn't come to the gym in the morning, I actually wouldn't speak to anybody for the rest of the day. So at the start when I moved to Adelaide, it was also a bit of like putting things in place so I didn't isolate myself, moving to a new state. But yes, there's been lots of benefits for me.
You told me you feel TRG is part of your family.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about training in TRG? Like so far the experience?
Yeah, so when I first came, I was really intimidated by the gym. It's obviously quite big, and I remember walking on the first day, and you forget how intimidating it is at the start. But I think, like I remember my first workout, Maple was the coach and I was partnered up with Bree, and like I just felt really comfortable straight away. And you know, since then, like the friends that I've got in Adelaide are friends from this gym, and so it feels really nice to kind of have that, the community here. You know, when I bump into people at the shops and stuff, so it's really nice.
Awesome. Well, I think you are an inspiration, Mikayla.
Thank you.
When you lose that much weight after 1 year, like how do you feel now? Because I know you definitely doesn't want to be where you were after this journey.
Yeah.
Like what is your expectation about life, about fitness, about health?
Yeah. So that's kind of the struggle at the moment, I think, is I've never thought I want to lose a certain amount of weight. And I had this conversation with someone here the other day around what does healthy look like. You know, at the start, you start the gym thinking you just want to be skinny, and then you realise, oh, maybe that's actually not what health looks like for me. So at the moment, I'm kind of trying to balance what nutrition looks like for me, because such a strict diet with no carbs and sugar, I don't think is sustainable. But at the time, I just had to lose a lot of weight really quickly. So I'm going to be honest and say I'm not sure what that looks like, but I know it's important for me that I keep into some kind of routine, and that I'm mindful to not get back into some really dangerous eating habits.
We had a kind of a discussion before in the group, like choosing doing nothing, choosing adding on weight, putting on fat is a difficult choice.
Yeah.
Choosing to exercise, establish a healthier life routine, eat better is also difficult. But which difficult do you want to choose?
Yeah.
That's the question we're facing. That's the challenge we're facing day by day. And I think for your case, Mikayla, like either way is difficult, but you step forward, you choose the healthier difficult option and makes you feel like I don't want to go back to the other difficult. And it's amazing. That's life. I was looking at the poster behind us. That's Michael Jordan, right? I felt over and over again in my life. That's why I succeed. So I think it is because you have this experience. You were so big, you were so uncomfortable, like sitting there, have so many worries, not happy, mental stress, all these things that push you for the change and to step into the Mikayla's version for today, which is amazing.
Yeah, so I feel really good, and I just don't take things for granted anymore. Like I can bend over and put my shoes on, for example, and feel really comfortable, you know, and every time that happens, I just think I'm so glad that I have put in that work and made that commitment to myself.
I love it. This gratitude mentality is something make you feel like I'm positive, I can keep going, which is very important.
And I guess it's probably also taught me that like once I know I make the choice, I'm really capable. You know, whereas sometimes it can be really easy to fall off the bandwagon or things like that.
Awesome. What is one message you want to share with our community? Someone maybe struggle with weight loss, someone maybe struggle with showing up to the gym, someone maybe struggle to take decision which difficult I want to go. What is something you want to share with them?
I guess the shift that I made mentally was thinking about things in terms of loving choices, and I guess going to the gym is a loving choice, eating well is a loving choice, you know, making friends is a loving choice. I guess I just put the idea out there as to how can you make loving choices for yourself, and that will look different for everybody.
I love it. It's self-love.
Yeah.
Self-respect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mikayla.
Thanks, Mikayla.
Keep going, and remember, high five this girl at the gym when you see her. She's amazing. Hope this gives you some motivation for the week, and we'll see you around on the gym floor.